Alright, so look, YouTube, what's up YouTube? My name Larry and I'm coming back at y'all with a video that I didn't think I would be not even able to make. I ain't planning on making one. Some shit like this y'all plan on making. But my goal for this channel is, my fault, to be extremely transparent when it comes to some gun builds and things of that nature and other stuff. But as you can tell by the title of this video, yeah, something happened that I had no control over. And yeah, the apartment caught on fire. Well, the fire didn't start them out. If y'all want a story time, just like and say I want a story time in the comments and subscribe if it's free. But yeah, and that fire, some of my guns did obtain damage. Let me get the hard part out the way, that way I don't have to talk about it no more. Two of my guns I wasn't able to find, and I didn't even bring them to the channel yet, which was the Glock 43X and the Glock 19 MOS, 19X MOS, which was a gun I've been talking about for a while. I left those guns on the desk and I couldn't find them after a while. I just gave up looking for them because some people know once everything gets saturated and damaged, it's hard to find what you're looking for. I even lost some of my shoes. I found them, but they didn't look like shoes no more. So that sucks. If y'all want to see the damage, stay to the end of the video. Right now, this portion of the video is basically gonna show the damage that was done to the firearms, going over the ones that was not damaged, which I didn't have the Glock 20 in my possession at the time, luckily. So the Glock 20 is clear, 10 millimeter. Yeah. This kind of the only gun that I got a case for. All my other guns I don't have cases for no more because they was damaged in the fire. But the Glock 20, luckily this was on the bed. The fire, let me make it like this. The fire breached the front door. The fire breached the front door, but it didn't touch anything beyond like the kitchen area. And some people may know my gun safe set right there in the kitchen area where the dining room table would be. So yeah, so this was in the bedroom. I did find a little bit of rust, but since this was my EDC, I actually cleaned it up fairly fast before I could show y'all, but it was like rust on the slide, some right here, and that's kind of it. But besides that, I haven't really shot none of these guns since the fire, so a range day will be coming soon because I did say my last range day, which was probably 2 videos from now, that we was gonna go to the range day with the Ray-Ban Metas, and I'm happy I didn't order those. So next, the TX22, basically, they have not been no physical damage that I've seen, but then again, I have not really been worried about this gun because the trigger that I got and also for the Drake, they both came. They were still in the box. I couldn't find them. And basically, they damaged somewhere in the house. So yeah, this was supposed to get a force reset trigger. And this is damaged, and this was supposed to get a force reset trigger. So both of those are somewhat gone at the moment. So we just gonna look into ordering another one. Hopefully when somebody see this or somebody share it, y'all could share it, and let's see if one person would be kind enough to send me one. So next, I ain't gonna lie, ever since we moved into this other apartment, I just threw my guns in the safe because the safe did survive for some reason, and it's not a fireproof safe. But the Ruger 5.7, I did see rust on it because I'm gonna imply that at the end and show the video of the damage at the end, so stay tuned for that. So the Ruger 5.7, I did find rust on it, but oh yeah, you can still see it. It's like on the slide. It's somewhere in this area right here. I don't know if it can pick it up. I'm not doing no cinematics for this video, but yeah, it was rust right there on the slide in this whole area right here. And I was just like, dang, okay, cool. I'm thinking about all the stuff that I gotta replace. The Tourist Slim, basically my girlfriend gun collection, that got rust on the slide as well. And this all coming from like water damage. I do have some spray that people told me to try ever since they seen my little gun collection was damaged. But hey, for YouTube purposes, all these guns are clear. I know I'm not wrecking the slide. I'm trying to make this video fast as possible. Then we're gonna get into the Drake. Like I said, I was almost done with this gun. I did spray the spray on this side. It came out absolutely well, but this is what I've been dealing with. So this whole gun was basically submerged underwater. And I was just like, damn, okay, we're gonna see if it still works. Cause this a gun that I don't mind replacing, but I was almost done with it. Cause all I had to do was the trigger and the grip. The grip I did not order, but the trigger I did, and it came and it was sitting in the living room. And yeah, y'all gonna see everything is unnoticeable in the living room. So this gun was close to being done, and like I say, told people I want to get this done ready for get this gun ready for New Year's. That way I can bring in New Year's with it, because y'all know when the clock strikes 12, chitty chitty bang bang, and I can't do that without the force reset trigger and things like that. So we're gonna jump into the 300 Black. So me personally, the 300 Black, the only thing I noticed that was weird is once I took it out the case, the capsule nut was bagged all the way off, and the spring was pressing up to basically shoot out. That was weird and everything, but yeah, this is the 300 Blackout ARP that I built myself, and obviously I went with a different brace because this brace is adjustable, and this is the one that came out, the 300 Black, and I had to buy a new one. I didn't know what I was doing, but yeah. So that's kind of all the damage. Then the giveaway gun. So me personally, I don't know by the time this video come out if the giveaway winner would have claimed his prize or not. But after looking at this, you could tell how extensive the damage was. This gun was actually in the safe. All the other guns, minus the Glock 20, the Glock 23, was located somewhere else. So this gun was in the safe, and basically I'm assuming from the firefighter shooting straight down, the hose that's in top of the safe, basically it ended up touching the gun. So basically this is the giveaway shotgun. The winner, he still haven't claimed it. Me personally, I'm not comfortable giving away, because as you can tell by looking at it, it's just rusted and everything. But hopefully we can come to an agreement on something, because if he say he want it, hey, you can have it. But at the same time, it's just, to me, you can tell by the extent of the damage that yeah, they kind of was just shooting water everywhere. And that's kind of it. Do the gun cock perfectly fine? I mean, yeah. Is there any damage inside the barrel? Don't get me wrong, the gun probably will shoot perfectly fine, which I need to have another range there. But besides that, I am a little sick, but I don't know, I haven't really shot none of the guns. So at this point, like I said, so the ARP, the Drake, the TX20, the Ruger, and the other one, the Glock 20 and the Glock 23 wasn't in the case. The Glock 20 wasn't even in the house. The Glock 23 was on the bed, but it was kicked on the floor. And I would say I was surprised that my MacBook survived, but that was in the bed also. It was actually found under the bed. These was actually in the living room under the couch, just because some people know the last video I came home from the Louisiana, I slid the guns under the couch just because I knew I was going to the range. And when I came back from the range, did the same thing because I knew I was going again. But I feel like me actually putting them on under the couch saved them from severe damage versus the damage that could have been caused if I put them back in the safe. Because some people, Drake, don't get me wrong, I understand it rusts easy, but at the same time, the way this Drake was rusted when I first pulled it out the case, like, you could be standing far back and you could see all the rust on it. I'm finna go get the spray that I bought and spray it on here so y'all can see how it worked. And I'm probably finna spray it on this to see how good it worked, because it was recommended to me, but we finna see. All right, so basically the Remy oil, I think that's how you spell it, pronounce it, firearm lubricant protects against corrosion, rust, and wear. So basically, when I first, we fell on the floor. When I first got it, I typically just sprayed it on the Draco just to see if some of it would come off. So this the side that I sprayed, it looked good, but I don't know how long it's gonna last, because some people do say Dracos tend to rust easy. which I strongly believe, but I feel like due to the circumstances, it was a lot different. Now let me go get a cloth towel, the ones for my shoes. All right, so now I got the cloth towel. We finna wipe this down to see if it come back oily like new, or cause I was gonna do this in a whole different video, but nah, let me see if I can get the guns looking new, then go to the gun range. So this will be a rough idea of how it looked when it first got it. So yeah, this tends to work a little bit, even though it's lubricant and things of that nature. But still, I didn't want to get the rust off my gun. So yeah, some people may be like, oh, you're using it for the wrong purpose. I just want to get the rust on my guns, rust off my guns. Somebody told me to use Vaseline, nah, vegetable oil. I'm like, nah. But I am finna paint this Woodstock black so I can have me an all black Draco. Then end up buying another one in the future. So that one is clean. Just jump into the one with the most damage, which is this, and see how it takes on this. I'm curious. If it don't take on this, yeah, I'm not gonna be comfortable giving this away. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. So, boom, that's how it look. Now we just gonna wipe it and see what comes off of it. Oh, I might be comfortable giving this away. Don't get me wrong, it still got this little rush mark. What rush marks? I don't know. I'm probably gonna do a deep cleaning on it, take it apart, and do things of that nature. Because, don't get me wrong, it did what it needed to do, but you can still see some of the rust marks in it. It looked better than what it did before. So yeah, that's how I did everything. So now I'm finna insert the fire part, the damage and things like that. That's kind of one reason why my videos finna see so close together, because I have not been recording all of October just because that event happened on the 7th. So bear with me with the content, because I did say I wanted to challenge myself and post for 30 days straight and things of that nature. You gotta understand, I've been going through a lot when it comes to just life in general, but it's a small thing to a giant. It's something that I typically say. The car accident, then 6 months later, I go to court. Then I go to court for the car accident. My fault, like I said, I'm sick. I go to court for the car accident. Then next thing you know, a day later, come home, I leave, house in perfect condition, come home, house just happened to be towed up and on fire because of the neighbors and things like that. Then trying to figure out the living situation in the midst of those 2-3 days, end up getting a new apartment, basically have to start all over, get the damaged stuff, see that some of my toys are damaged, can't find 2 of them. And I'm like, damn, I typically got to start over. And I already made a promise to myself that before I bought a new gun, again, I was going to get my license to carry. So now y'all finna see the damage. Like I said, the guns, that the Draco, the AR pistol, the Tourist, the Ruger, and the TX22 was all under the couch inside the gun case. I'm finna go grab the gun case so y'all can see the damage on the gun case before that portion play. And then the Glock 20 was in the bedroom under the bed, and y'all gonna see all the damage. All right, some people may know these cases be all black, but like I say, it was, y'all gonna see when the video come. It was under everything, sheetrock, everything. And let me add this disclaimer: I wasn't the one that retrieved the guns. It was actually my girlfriend and her brother who went and got it, not the other brother, her other brother. Yeah, so they went retrieve the guns, but yeah, not a damage replay. That's crazy. Hey, my bullets might be okay. Damn, my favorite shirt.
This shit stank. My bracelet. Whatever.
Oh, but look.